Breaking news for every Social Security recipient in America. If you receive Social Security retirement benefits, SSDI or SSI, stop what you are doing right now, because in just a few days on April 3rd, a significant deposit is hitting bank accounts across the country, and not everyone knows it is coming. Not everyone knows how much to expect, and not everyone knows whether they are on the list to receive it. We are talking about payments of $2,100 or more. That is real money, grocery money, rent money, medicine money, and it belongs to you if you qualify. But here is what is frustrating. The Social Security Administration does not call you. They do not send you a text. They do not knock on your door and say, hey, like your deposit is coming on the 3rd, and here's exactly what you need to know. That is what this channel is for. Because every single day, seniors and people with disabilities miss critical information about their own benefits. They don't know why a payment is delayed. They don't know why the amount changed. They don't know if they were supposed to get paid this week or next week. And sometimes they panic. They call the wrong number. They make decisions out of fear instead of facts. That ends today. In this video, we are going to walk you through exactly who gets the April 3rd deposit, how much it could be, what qualifies you for that $2,100 plus payment, and what you should do right now to make sure everything is on track for your account. Stay with us. This is important. Do not click away. Welcome back to the channel. And if this is your first time here, welcome. We are so glad you found us. This channel exists for one reason and one reason only: to protect the income and benefits of Social Security recipients across the United States. That means retirees. That means people on SSDI who are living with a disability. That means SSI recipients who depend on that monthly deposit to survive. That means the spouses, the caregivers, the family members who help manage these benefits for someone they love. We do not talk about stocks. We do not talk about cryptocurrency. We do not talk about get-rich-quick schemes. We talk about your money, the money you earned, the money you were promised, the benefits you are legally entitled to. And we translate the complicated language of the Social Security Administration into plain, clear English that anyone can understand, regardless of age, education, or background. Now, if you want to stay protected, if you want to make sure you never miss a payment update, a COLA announcement, a schedule change, or an emergency alert about your benefits, please take 2 seconds right now and hit that subscribe button below this video. It is completely free, and it means that every time we release a new update, and we release them regularly, you will be the first to know. Your financial security matters, your peace of mind matters, and staying informed is the single best thing you can do to protect both. All right, let us get into it. Let's start by zooming out and looking at the big picture for April. April is a month with some important nuances in the Social Security payment calendar. And if you do not understand how the payment schedule works, it is very easy to get confused, worried, or even scared that your money is lost. So, let us lay the foundation first. The Social Security Administration pays out benefits on 4 possible dates each month. Those dates are determined by 2 things: what type of benefit you receive and when your birthday falls. Here's how it breaks down. The first of the month, this date is reserved for a specific group of recipients. We will talk about them in just a moment. This is actually the most important date for this video. The second Wednesday of the month, this goes to people whose birthdays fall between the 1st and the 10th. The third Wednesday of the month, this goes to people whose birthdays fall between the 11th and the 20th. The fourth Wednesday of the month, this goes to people whose birthdays fall between the 21st and the 31st. That is the standard schedule. But April has something special happening, and it involves the April 3rd payment, which is technically the first payment of the month and one of the most significant ones. Now let us talk specifically about April 3rd. This payment does not go to everyone. It goes to a targeted group of Social Security recipients. But it is a large group, and you may very well be in it. Here is who receives the April 3rd deposit. Group 1, SSI recipients. If you receive Supplemental Security Income, SSI, your payment arrives on the 1st of every month. However, when the 1st falls on a weekend or a federal holiday, the SSA moves that payment to the last business day before the 1st. In April, the first falls on a Tuesday, so SSI recipients will receive their payment on April 1st. We will explain more about SSI amounts shortly. Group 2, retirees and SSDI recipients who started benefits before May 1997. This is a critical group that many people overlook. If you began receiving Social Security retirement benefits or Social Security disability insurance before May of 1997, meaning you have been on benefits for a long time, your payment schedule is different from newer recipients. You do not follow the Wednesday schedule. You get paid on the 3rd of every month. So for April, your deposit arrives on Wednesday, April 3rd. This is tens of millions of Americans, and many of them are older, longer-term recipients who have been on the program for decades. Group 3, recipients who also receive SSI. If you receive both Social Security retirement or SSDI and SSI at the same time, you typically get your Social Security payment on the 3rd of the month as well. So if any of those descriptions apply to you, longtime recipient before May 1997, or combined SSI and Social Security recipient, April 3rd is your day. Now let us talk about the most important question for many of you. How much is the April 3rd payment? And where does the $2,100 or more figure come from? Let us look at the numbers carefully. After the 2025 cost of living adjustment, the COLA, of 2.5%, Social Security benefit amounts increased across the board. Here is what average and maximum payments now look like. For retired workers, the average retirement benefit as of 2025 is approximately $1,276 per month. The maximum Social Security retirement benefit for someone who retires at full retirement age in 2025 is $4,018 per month. For someone who delayed retirement to age 70, the maximum can reach as high as $508 per month. For SSDI recipients, the average SSDI payment in 2025 is approximately $580 per month. However, higher earners with strong work histories can receive significantly more, with some SSDI payments exceeding $3,000 or more per month. For married couples receiving Social Security, when both spouses receive benefits, their combined household payment can easily exceed $3,500 to $4,500 or more per month. So where does the $2,100 plus figure come from? It comes from the very real reality that millions of long-term recipients, especially those who worked for decades, paid into the system consistently and delayed or maximized their benefits, are now receiving well above the average payment amount. If your benefit was, say, $2,050 before the 2025 COLA increase of 2.5%, your new benefit would be approximately $2,101. If your benefit was $2,200 before the COLA, it is now approximately $2,255. And for those at the higher end of the scale, people who worked high-income jobs, delayed retirement, or have long work histories, payments of $3,000, $4,000, and even $5,000 pluses per month are absolutely on the table. So when we say the April 3rd payment is $2,100 or more, we are talking about the real post-COLA, post-adjustment payments that hundreds of thousands, even millions, of Americans are receiving. And if you are one of them, that deposit is coming on April 3rd. Let us take a moment to talk about the 2.5% cost of living adjustment that took effect in January 2025. The COLA is an annual adjustment that is designed to help your Social Security benefits keep pace with inflation. It is calculated using the Consumer Price Index, a measure of how much everyday goods and services cost. In 2024, inflation came down significantly compared to the high inflation years of 2022 and 2023. As a result, the 2025 COLA of 2.5% is lower than the 8.7% increase we saw in 2023 and the 3.2% we saw in 2024. But 2.5% is still real money. Let us put it in real world terms. Imagine you are Margaret. Margaret is 74 years old. She lives in a small apartment in Ohio. She worked as a school cafeteria worker for 32 years, raised 2 kids, and retired at 66. Before January 2025, her Social Security check was $1,250 per month. With the 2.5% COLA increase, Margaret's monthly benefit went up by $48.75. That may not sound like a lot, but over a full year, that is nearly $585 in additional income that Margaret now receives. That is a tank of propane. That is 3 months of her phone bill. That is Christmas gifts for her grandchildren. For Margaret, and for tens of millions of Americans like her, that COLA matters. It is not a luxury. It is survival math. And for people whose pre-COLA benefit was already above $2,000 per month, that 2.5% increase pushed them firmly into 2,100 plus territory. This is why we are talking about these specific numbers today. Now, here is something we get a lot of questions about. What if you check your bank account on April 3rd and the deposit does not match what you expected? What if it is lower than last month? What if it is different from what you calculated? First, do not panic. There are several legitimate reasons your payment amount can change from month to month. Medicare Part B premiums. If you have Medicare, your Part B premium is deducted directly from your Social Security payment. For 2025, the standard Part B premium is $185 per month. If your income changed or if you are new to Medicare Part B, this deduction can affect your net deposit. Income-related monthly adjustment amount, IRMAA. If your income is above a certain threshold, you may pay a higher Part B premium. This is called IRMAA. The surcharge can range from an additional $70 to over $450 per month on top of the base premium. If you received a notice about IRMAA adjustments, your deposit may be lower than expected. Benefit repayments or overpayments. If the SSA determined at any point that you were overpaid, they may be recovering that overpayment through deductions from your monthly payment. If you received a letter about this and did not respond or set up a repayment plan, deductions may begin automatically. Voluntary tax withholding. Some recipients choose to have federal income taxes withheld from their Social Security payments to avoid a big tax bill at the end of the year. If you set up voluntary withholding, your deposit will be lower than your gross benefit. If the amount is wrong and none of these explanations apply, you should contact the Social Security Administration directly at 1-800-772-1213 or visit your local SSA office. You can also log into your My Social Security account at ssa.gov to view your payment history and benefit letter. Do not assume an error. Do not assume fraud. Start with the official SSA tools. Let us walk through 3 real-life scenarios so you can see exactly how this plays out. Scenario 1. Robert, age 71, retired in 1994. Robert started receiving Social Security retirement benefits in 1994, which is before the May 1997 cutoff. He worked as a union plumber for 35 years in Michigan. His monthly benefit before the 2025 COLA was $2,050. After the 2.5% adjustment, he now receives $2,100 or 25 hours per month. Robert gets paid on the 3rd of every month because he started benefits before May 1997. His April 3rd deposit is $2,101. He is not checking the Wednesday schedule. He is not waiting until the 2nd or 3rd week of the month. His money lands on the 3rd, always. Robert does not worry much about his payment schedule because he has had the same system for over 30 years. But what he did not know until recently is that his payment went up in January 2025. When we tell Robert he is now receiving over $2,000 per month, he is genuinely surprised. He had not logged into his SSA account to verify the new amount. This is more common than you think. Many long-term recipients simply assume their payment is the same every month and never verify the updated amount after a COLA increase. Scenario 2, Linda, age 59, receives SSDI. Linda has been receiving Social Security disability insurance for 8 years. She has a serious back condition that prevents her from working. She started SSDI in 2017, so she falls into the Wednesday schedule, not the 3rd of the month group. Her SSDI payment for April will arrive on the 2nd Wednesday, which is April 9th. But here's what Linda does need to know about April 3rd. Her Medicare premium was adjusted in January, and her net deposit in 2025 is slightly lower than she expected. Her gross SSDI is $1,890, but after the $185 Part B premium deduction, her net deposit is $1,705. Linda was confused in January when her first 2025 deposit was lower than December. She thought something was wrong. She was relieved to learn it was simply the Medicare deduction, but she wished someone had explained it to her before she spent 2 hours on the phone with the SSA. That is exactly why we make these videos. Scenario 3. James and Dorothy, ages 70 and 67. Married couple. James began receiving Social Security at age 70 after delaying his retirement to maximize his benefit. His monthly payment is $4,100. Dorothy began receiving her own retirement benefit at 65 and receives $400 per month. Their combined household Social Security income is $5,500 per month. James gets paid on the 3rd because he started benefits before May 1997. Dorothy gets paid on the 3rd Wednesday of the month because she started benefits more recently. In April, their deposits arrive on different days. James gets $4,100 on April 3rd. Dorothy gets $1,400 on April 16th. They budget their household expenses around both deposit dates. This is smart planning, and it is something many couples forget to do, assuming both payments arrive at the same time. Understanding your specific payment date is just as important as knowing the amount. Now let us talk about what you need to do right now to prepare. This is not about fear. This is about being smart with your money and your benefits. Here are 5 steps we recommend to every Social Security recipient watching this video. Step 1. Log into your My Social Security account. If you have not already created a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/my account, do it today. This is your official secure portal to view your benefit amount, check your payment history, see your Medicare deductions, update your direct deposit information, and verify your earnings record. It takes about 15 minutes to set up, and it is completely free. Once you are logged in, verify that your 2025 benefit amount is correct after the COLA increase. Make sure your direct deposit information is current. Make sure no unexpected deductions are listed. This one step can save you hours of confusion and frustration. Step 2, know your payment date. Do you know your specific payment date for April? If you are unsure, use this simple guide. Before May 1997 on benefits or receiving both Social Security and SSI, April 3rd, birthday between 1st 10th, 2nd Wednesday, April 9th, birthday between 11th, 20th, 3rd Wednesday, April 16th, birthday between 21st, 31st, 4th Wednesday, April 23rd. Write it down, put it on your calendar, set a reminder on your phone. Knowing your payment date removes anxiety and helps you plan. Step 3. Budget around your payment date, not before it. This sounds obvious, but it is something many people struggle with. Do not pay bills, do not make large purchases, and do not withdraw cash in anticipation of a payment that has not arrived yet. Banks process direct deposits at different times. Some deposits show up early, sometimes even the day before the scheduled date. Others may show up later in the day. Wait until the payment is actually in your account before budgeting against it. If you are on a tight budget, write out your essential expenses, rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, medications, and prioritize them the moment your deposit clears. Do the necessities first. Everything else comes after. Step 4. Watch out for scams. Every time there is news about Social Security payments, scammers increase their activity. They call, they text, they email. They tell you there is a problem with your payment. They tell you that you need to verify your information to receive your deposit. They tell you that the government is investigating your account. Here's the truth. The Social Security Administration will never call you and ask for your Social Security number, bank information, or personal details over the phone. If you receive a call like this, hang up immediately. Do not give them any information. Do not press any buttons. Do not call back any number they leave. If you are worried about your account, call the real SSA directly at 1-800-772-1213. Scammers steal millions of dollars from seniors every year. Do not become a statistic. Stay alert. Step 5. If you believe your benefit amount is wrong, act quickly. If your April 3rd deposit is significantly different from what you expected, and none of the explanations we covered today apply, do not wait. Contact the SSA right away. You have the right to request a review of your benefit calculation. You have the right to appeal decisions about your benefits. You have the right to ask questions and receive clear answers. Do not sit on a problem hoping it resolves itself. In most cases, it will not. Act quickly, document everything, and keep records of every conversation you have with the SSA. We want to take a moment to say something directly to you. We know that managing Social Security benefits can be overwhelming. The rules are complicated. The schedule changes, the amounts change, the Medicare deductions change. and the official SSA website, while useful, is not always easy to navigate. We started this channel because we believe that every American who receives Social Security deserves to understand their benefits clearly, completely, and without confusion. You worked for these benefits. You paid into this system for years, maybe decades. You deserve to know exactly what you are entitled to, when it is coming, and what to do if something goes wrong. That is our commitment to you. Every week, we cover the latest Social Security updates, payment schedule changes, COLA announcements, SSI news, SSDI alerts, and Medicare updates, all in plain, clear English. If you want to stay protected, hit the subscribe button right now. It is free. It takes 2 seconds, and it means you will never miss a critical update about your benefits again. If you found this video helpful, if it answered a question you had, or cleared up confusion about the April 3rd payment, please give it a thumbs up. That simple action helps us reach more seniors and disability recipients who need this information. And if you have a question about your specific situation, your payment date, your benefit amount, or anything else related to Social Security, leave it in the comments below. We read every comment, we answer questions, and your question might be the topic of our next video. You are not alone in trying to figure this out. This community is here for you. All right, let us bring it all together. Here's what you need to remember from today's video. April 3rd is a major Social Security payment date. It applies specifically to people who started receiving benefits before May 1997, people who receive both Social Security and SSI, and some other legacy recipients. The payment amount can be $2,100 or more. After the 2025 COLA of 2.5%, many long-term recipients with strong work histories are now receiving benefits well above $2,000 per month. Some are receiving $3,000, some are receiving $4,000 or more. Your payment date depends on your situation. Know your date. Plan around it. Do not assume it is the same as your neighbors or your spouse's. Log into ssa.gov and verify your benefit amount. Make sure your 2025 payment reflects the COLA increase. Make sure your direct deposit is correct. Make sure no unexpected deductions are affecting your net payment. Watch out for scams. The SSA will never call you to verify your information. If someone calls claiming to be Social Security, hang up. And finally, stay calm. Your benefits are safe. The system is working. The payment is coming. You just needed to know the details. And now you do. Thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting this channel with something as important as your financial security. We do not take that trust lightly. Take care of yourselves. Look after each other. And we will see you in the next update.